Hi again, Values Coaches. Last week I talked about transforming leadership in times of crisis. And I explained 3 things that a transforming leader, and we're all leaders, needs to do to manage a crisis. 1, help people manage anxiety. 2, inspire hope. And 3, define and defend values. Now, a week ago, who would have guessed that the coronavirus crisis and the economic crisis would have been bumped off the headlines by yet another crisis? And one way or another, we are all being affected by one crisis after another. Winston Churchill famously said, "It's a shame to waste a good crisis." I'm not sure what he meant by good crisis, but it is a shame to not emerge from a crisis somehow better and stronger. Now I want to read to you a quote from an article. It's sort of a classic Harvard Business Review article written 20 years ago by Warren Bennis and Robert Thomas, and it's called "Crucibles of Leadership." And here's what they said. "The skills required to conquer adversity and emerge stronger and more committed than ever are the same ones that make for extraordinary leaders." Now think of the implications of that. The way we each deal with the current crisis, the adversity that we may be going through now, will have an impact on the kind of leaders that we become, on the coaches we become, the caregivers, the parents we become. And that gets me back to this. The Self-Empowerment Pledge. 7 promises, 1 for each day of the week, that will, not can, might, could, or should, will change your life. And I want to focus on Saturday's promise in particular, on perspective. And it says, "Though I might not understand why adversity happens, by my conscious choice I will find strength, compassion, and grace through my trials." Now, if every one of us could take to heart that simple, not easy, but simple promise, that commitment to gain strength and grace and compassion through the crisis we're going through, think how much better our nation, our organizations, our families, our own personal lives could be. So I encourage you to please recommit yourself to these promises. Each day, adopt one and make that your promise, your mantra for the day, and share it with the people you love, the people you care for, the people you coach. See you next week.